Why the fuck would somebody drop real money for a win they know is pure bullshit? In CS2, the scoreboard is supposed to show who actually cooked. The second you flip on walls or aimbot, it stops measuring skill and starts measuring how much of a clown you are. So if the win is fake, the rank is fake, and the second people find out the respect evaporates, what exactly is a cheater buying? Spoiler, it ain't skill. Most of the time, they're just buying a temporary feeling. Control, status, revenge, or 5 minutes of not feeling painfully mid. Not every cheater is the same breed of NPC. Some are rank-chasing tryhards, some are boosting accounts for cash, some just want to ruin your evening for the plot. But they all take the same L shortcut. They want the reward of being good without ever touching the process that actually makes you good. Practice is slow. Improvement is messy. Losing hurts the ego. A cheat deletes all three. Studies on competitive gamers found a pretty clean split. People who actually enjoy the game and care about getting better usually say, nah, that's cringe. People who only care about rank, badges, and looking cracked are way more open to cheating. Makes total sense. If you love the game, cheating deletes the game. If you only love the little icon next to your name, the game is just an annoying obstacle between you and the dopamine. Another study links cheating with higher competitive obsession, more aggression, and lower self-esteem. Not saying every cheater is a walking diagnosis, but it tracks. Cheating gets real tempting the second I lost starts feeling like everyone just saw I'm not that guy. Normal players take the L, get mad for like 2 minutes, learn something, and queue again. Fragile ego needs a different story. Enemy was better is illegal. Instead it's, teammates were trash, matchmaking is rigged, everyone else was probably cheating too. The cheat becomes emotional armor. It lets them avoid the one question they literally cannot handle. What if I'm just not that good? They'd rather fake the main character energy than sit with the truth. Then you've got the pure assholes who aren't even chasing rank. They're chasing your reaction. For them, the fun is knowing you can't do shit. They see through walls, lock onto your head, and decide whether this server gets a real game or a highlight reel of their ego. That's not competition, that's forced control. The voice chat rage, the reports, the enemy team just giving up, that becomes the actual reward. They confuse making people powerless with being powerful. But real power needs resistance. If the other side never had a fair shot, you removed the test because you were too scared to take it. You're not the final boss. You're just a bored little dickhead holding the unplugged controller and pretending the cutscene is your gameplay. Then comes the classic cope. Everyone cheats, bro. This one actually matters because cheating spreads like a virus. A study that tracked over 1 million shooter matches found that players who kept getting dumped on by cheaters were way more likely to start cheating later themselves. The mental math becomes, if I play clean, I'm the only clown following the rules. Suddenly, dishonesty feels like self-defense. Revenge feels like justice. The cheater stops seeing himself as the problem and starts seeing himself as someone adapting. That's how a toxic environment keeps cloning itself. One cheater ruins a match, somebody gets bitter, buys a cheat, and ruins the next 10 lobbies. CS2 is perfect breeding ground for this cycle. Free-to-play, rank is constantly in your face, and it regularly sits at the top of Steam concurrent players. More players equals more matches, equals more sus clips, equals more accusations, equals more collective seethe. Does that prove CS2 has the absolute highest cheat rate in gaming? No. It just means the problem is huge, extremely visible, and never leaves the timeline. And when VAC feels inconsistent and Valve stays quiet, players fill the silence with their own theories. Some even claim Valve is secretly taking money from cheat devs. There's zero credible evidence for that. None. A slightly less brain-dead theory is that Valve just doesn't feel enough urgency because the game is still massive, and the drama keeps it in the conversation. Could that incentive exist? Maybe. Does it prove they're deliberately protecting cheaters? No. Cheating still destroys trust and makes the game look mid as hell. Valve has anti-cheat systems and has done technical things before. The fair criticism is that whatever they're doing has often felt too opaque and too weak to restore actual confidence. Weak enforcement doesn't create the desire to cheat. It just makes the price tag almost invisible. This is why offline cheats are a completely different conversation. Spawning money or turning on God mode in a single-player game only changes your own experience. Maybe you're stuck, bored, or just vibing. Online cheating uses real people as props in your fake power fantasy. You're stealing their time so you can manufacture a feeling you couldn't earn. If you cheat, own it. You're not exploiting the system. You paid a program to do the one thing you refuse to do yourself. Your rank proves nothing except how little you trust your own hands. The people you destroyed weren't opponents. They were extras in a power fantasy you couldn't create alone. You didn't beat the game. You removed it, then demanded the reward. That's not dominance. That's the quiet admission that the real you wasn't enough. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.